So, hi guys! Good morning! So, my name is Arian and this vlog, ginawa ko lang to for those people who wanted to know the journey once you apply for a visa papuntang Spain. So, time check, it's 7 a.m. and my appointment is 9:30 a.m. So, hindi pa naman ako super late because 1 hour travel lang naman from Pasig to Makati. So, ayun, I'm hoping and praying na sana there won't be any questions with my documents, and ayun, I hope na maging smooth lang yung flow ng ng process natin. So, ayun, for my outfit, lang ako, monochrome outfit lang ako to be safe kasi it's better to be just within lang the middle line ng casual and formal. Baka if magkuto ka maging too formal, but there's nothing wrong with that naman. So yun, tara, let's go. Hi guys! I'm back! So ayun, nakadating na tayo dito sa BLS. So yun, nagpark muna ako and then time check is 8:07 a.m. So narealize ko, ang appointment ko pala is 9:15. But buti na lang mas maaga ako ngayon. So for those wondering, ano bang itsura ng appointment slip natin? So ganito siya. Ayan siya. Ito yung itsura niya. So, yun. Oh my God, dito pala yung details ko. And then, ayun. Sa mga pupunta dito with car or any vehicle, medyo mahal lang yung parking and may limit siya. So, ayun. Kakatapos ko lang magbayad ng parking. Grabe. 3 hours. 3 hours. Parang 1:30. So, yun. So, medyo mahal. Parang naisip ko, sana pala nag-grab na lang ako. But then, okay lang. At least makapag-prepare tayo ng maayos and magagawa natin yung gusto natin before yung appointment. So, yun. Another tip pala or note, pag pupunta kayo dito, medyo tricky lang yung itsura ng place kasi pag ipipin nyo siya sa Google Map or sa Waze, dadalhin nila kayo dun sa may Metro Bank na building mismo, which is yun naman din naman talaga yun, pero hindi kasi dun yung entrance. So mapakita ko sa inyo ano itsura ng kung saan siya sa map pag titingnan nyo. Ito, pag tinatay yung 780 address, di ba yung nakakauto? Pwede yan dito na sa so dapat, ang dalawa sa tiyo pupuntahan dito, so yun yung appointments. So I suggest not. Tapos, for those wondering, ano yung mga pen-repair ko, so I only have this. Meron akong ano bang tawag dito? Plastic envelope. Nabili ko lang siya sa Shopee. Mura lang siya. Parang 130. And then, I have my documents here. Wait, Asa yung documents ko? Ayan. So, for my document, so, ganyan lang siya. Dito na, sorry, hindi yung number ko, tsaka personal data ko. Pinrint ko yung documents ko para mas madali siyang mabasa. Kasi medyo pangit yung handwritten style ko. So, yun. Style, ano yan? So, yun. And, ayun, dito na ako magpe-prepare. So, yan. Nilagay ko sa separate envelope yung folders ko kasi to make sure na baka kasi pag nilagay ko na siya dito sa brown envelope, magusot na. And ayoko nun. Medyo cozy ako for that. So, ayun. So, here are my details. So, I put them all in a pen. Nandito na yung mga translated documents, apostle, and other requirements sa checklist. So, I suggest mag-print out na lang kayo. Well, it works for me. Pero, nagpe-print out kasi ako ng checklist normally. But, yung checklist is makikita nyo naman siya dun sa page ni BLS. So, all details na nasa checklist, yun yung pin-provide ko. Siguro nag-add lang ako ng another documents here. Ayun. Which is yung proof of, what's this? Proof of residency. So, ayun. Since from San Miguel ako, ayun, nag-provide ako ng barangay clearance. And, yun. So, coming from, from previous applicants na kilala ko, they mentioned na it's alright naman to put a clip dito sa file mo. And siguro for your, na din, for your, tawag dun, English pa kasi. Para na lang din siguro sa ikakapanatag, yun, tinagal ko na, ikakapanatag ng loob nyo to make sure na proper yung documents na ipaprovide niya. So, yan, lalagay ko na siya dito. And yun, I hope and pray na sana makapasa because this is actually my first international flight, if ever, na makakapasa tayo. So, yun, dami ko nang in-invest na emotion, not just emotion, but of course money para lang dito. So, yun, let's hope and pray. And I hope na for those din na mag-a-apply, no, just be prepared lang din. Kasi medyo mahabang preparasyon siya. Although, ang initial hindi siya appointment. Pero yung first start talaga ng pasahan ng mga documents is January. But I started preparing all my documents by October last year. Kasi medyo matagal yung process, lalo na yung sa pagkuha ng mga CAV. So, yan, i-request pa sa school yan. Madalas 1 month, 2 months, depende sa school. So, yun. So, yeah. That's it. May time pa ako para mag-ayos. So, mag-aayos muna ako. Parang kumain ng lechon. Tara na nga. So, ano ba mga kailangan? Secure ka na all documents ko before ako umakyat kasi mahirap magpabalik-balik. And then, right now, naka-slippers ako pero mag-change ako to either heels or shoes. Closed shoes kasi baka strict sila sa sapato. So, I suggest ipupunta kayo dito, mag-ano na lang din kayo, mag-closed shoes na lang din kayo. And, ano pa ba? Ayun, sorry. Sa mga pupunta dito with vehicle, ayun, as mentioned ni ate kanina, yung parang nag-manage ng parking dito. 3 hours yung maximum. So, if for example, more than 3 hours ka nagstay dito sa parking, possibly matutuwa ka or makaklamp. So, mag-alarm na lang din kayo while nandun kayo sa taas, in case lang din na na for example may delay sa sa appointment or tumagal yung appointment kasi may other applicants na in-interview or inakausap pa. So yun, so on my end, kaya din pala ako nag 1:30 kasi originally dapat 2 hours 60 pesos ba yun? But nag-extend na lang ako to 1:30. Actually, naguguluhan na ako. Last or full 3 hours 1:30. So yun nga, first 2 hours and less 60. Tapos in addition, pag more than 2 hours ka, magiging 1:30 siya. So yun, medyo mahal yung car fees nila. And yun pa, hindi pa panatag yung loob mo kung matutuka or hindi. So dapat pala din ako nagdala ng kotse. So yun, pero laban. And then yun, nag-aayos na ako ng documents, and I'll try to capture videos as long as I can kung kakayanin ng PowerShot, kasi I remember na bawal ata mag-video inside. So baka magkita na lang tayo probably after my application. So yun, pero papakita ko pa rin sa inyo yung itsura kung saan tayo lalakad, saan tayo mag-entrance, ganyan. So yun, see you. Wait. Hi guys, I'm back. So yun, officially I'm done giving all my documents to BLS Spain. So yun, thank Lord at natapos din sa wakas. And ayun, I have very great experience with their service. I was expecting na medyo masungit yung mga tao, but in reality walang masungit, walang nagsungit or anything. They're all very nice people naman. So yun, so I think the first thing lang na siguro i-breakdown ko na lang kung anong nangyari pagkapasok ko. So first, syempre, ginread ko muna yung court. So yun, so before you enter the building, so there will be guards who will check your appointment slip. So it's very important na ipapakita natin yun sa kanila, papakita nyo sa mga applicants, and then indicated naman doon your schedule, the date and time. So they will check that, and then on their end they have their own file or database kung sino yung mga applicants specific to that day. So yun, so you just look at your name doon sa file and then confirm kung sino ka. So yun, so that's the first step. Sorry, lamig. And then in terms of the attire, of course they'll also check on you. So for me naman, I'm wearing proper attires naman, so no comments naman from them. And then I also asked ano ba yung mga hindi dapat, which are the common common outfits na you shouldn't wear during or on important events like this. So yun, of course, mga crop tops, spaghetti, or any shirt na sleeveless, bawal. Shorts, of course, bawal din. And as much as possible, wear your best outfit naman to make yourself look presentable, diba? And then, in terms of shoes, I actually wear heels and open heels siya. So I thought na hindi nila mapasukan, but naman, it's alright naman daw as long as it's not slippers. And if you wear something na open din, siguro yung mga slippers or siguro sandals na lang na may mga heels, a little bit heels, at least 2 inch, ganun. And then after that, I went to the lobby, yung mismong lobby ng main building. And then check my appointment din. So meron sa guard, they'll check your appointment, and then meron din sa reception itself. And then there, just to take note na lang din, you have to bring extra ID with you on top of your passport. So, any ID naman, UMID, PhilHealth, as long as there's your name, signature, and of course, photo of yourself to prove na yun. So, yun yung mga need nyong dalhin. And then, after that, pumunta na ako sa taas. So, the floor is located on the 7th floor. So in there, I think BLS lang yung nandun. That's why it's not that hard to look at it. And then on that floor, may sarili din reception, of course, si BLS. And then yun, you also check your appointment. Sorry, hiningal ako. You also check your appointment. Same thing na they did sa baba. Check nila kung anong oras, anong name, ganyan, and all your data, they'll gather it there. And then after that, on my end kasi originally hindi ako naka-premium, but then I upgraded to premium due to some benefits that I might need. So hindi naman sobrang laki ng difference ni premium to normal application fee. But it just so happens kasi na since dala ko nga yung car, diba? And as mentioned earlier by the ate nun managing the parking lot, dapat within 3 hours or before 3 hours makaalis na ako, or else matutow yung car. And I don't want that naman to happen. So ayun, out of no choice, nag-premium na lang din ako. So payment for that is 1,650. Let me check yung receipt ko. Yeah, 1,650 yung premium fee for BLS. So the difference lang for the premium is, of course, first may coffee. Unlike dun, I think pag di ka naka-premium, wala kang free coffee. But hindi rin naman ako nagkakape. So wala rin naman siyang silbi sa akin. But what I like sa premium is yun. First of all, you'll be prioritized to every process, like checking off the documents, payment, taking your pictures for visa. So yun, that's the good thing for the premium. And on top of that, if ever that you have documents that are not aligned with what's necessary, like for example, yung size, I just realized when I went there na dapat pala naka A4 yung mga printed documents. As much as possible, all documents should be in A4. Except of course yung sa bank cert, kasi may mga bank cert, diba, na naka-long or naka-short. So yun, okay lang yun. But other printed documents should be in A4. So yun, the good thing is, I think probably because naka-premium ako, they helped me out on that. They reprint all the documents na hindi uniform sa akin, and then they attach that doon sa may document sa and brown envelope ko. And wait, okay, may kina yung labi ko para kumain ng lechon. Pagod ako. And then on top of that, actually meron akong isang documents na in old format, which is yung National Visa Application Form. And it's one of the most important documents sa lahat kasi all your details are in there, as well as the purpose of the visa, the location and all. And yung nadala ko is luma. So, ayun, medyo kinabahan ako doon kasi when ate checked my documents, she mentioned na, oh ma'am, luma yung form mo. So ako naman, I thought na they'll ask me to go to a comp shop or anything to revise it, diba? But in the end, they provide me a photocopy itself, and then manually nag-fill up ako, which is, I think for me, I appreciate that kasi ayoko nang bumaba, nandun na ako eh, bababa pa ba ako, kumbaga sayang yung time. And yung pinaka-fear ko talaga is yung ma-risked yung mall ng fee, diba? Magkano rin yun. And syempre, if i-risked ko siya, it's definitely not within the week na probably August na, so I don't want that naman. So it's good na ate helped me out. So thank you so much ate, you're so nice to me. So, yon. And they're very patient naman. Kasi yung form na yun, it's 5 pages. So, medyo marami medyo marami yung isusulat mo. And it took me around 5 minutes to 10 minutes pa nga ata. Ang tagal. Kasi, ano talaga, yung writing is not my best strength talaga. Pangit yung sulat ko. Kaya, ayun, sobrang tagal ko magsulat doon. But, yun, ate helped me out naman. And, on top of that, may mga documents din akong wala dun sa folder, wala dun sa envelope. So, she asked me to just email it to her. So, yan, nireprint niya rin yung mga yun. So, yun, I think that's one of the perks for availing your premium fee or whatever they call that. No? So, it's not really that bad, especially for those na, just in case lang na, of course, on my end, I thought, lahat na ng important documents is nandun na sa envelope ko. But then, when I availed that premium, and then when I actually went there, marami pa palang documents na hindi ko na-complete. But problema ko yun. I think some people, they can complete that within the day naman or before they went to BLS. No? So, for me, it just so happens na yung national visa form na pinrint ko or na pinilapan ko is luma. But then, yun din kasi yung pinagay ng school. So, yun. So, I think take note na lang on that. So, check if ever that you'll apply, probably this year or next year, make sure lang na all documents are updated. Especially the national visa form. I'm not sure if the same goes if normal applicant ka, if they will also provide the same kindness they gave to me na binigyan nila ako ng printout copy ng national visa form. I don't know. And I haven't asked them. So, for others na lang din, let me know sa mga nakapag-apply na and watching this vlog. Let me know if ganun din ginawa sa inyo. Kasi probably, baka naman, it goes the same way for others. Di naman siguro siya for premium lang. But yun lang yung I think naisip ko na one of the perks ng premium. And then, after that, they'll ask you a few questions which are the basics of all the basics. And you should know that. Kasi very, ano lang naman yun, like common question, like, what's the purpose of your visa? And which country you'll be going? Ilang months, ilang days? And, saang city ka magstay? Saang city yung school mo and all? And then, there are instances that they will also ask, what type of document is this? Kasi nga, on our end, yung mga pinasa kong documents, some are in Spanish. So, they don't have any English version. So, you have to explain that to them. But for me, wala naman ako masyado in-explain aside dun sa karta kasi ate asked, where's my health insurance? Ayun, I just told her na nandun yan, na ito po, itong documents na to, health insurance already on that document na. So, yun, wala naman siyang question after that. So, yun. And then, ano pa ba? So, always bring your ball pen, your own ball pen din pala. Make sure na you have your own. Kasi, I think wala sila din ball pen. Well, meron naman. Kasi nakahiram naman ako. But, ano na lang din, for efficiency, for you and the others, dala ka na lang din ng sarili mong ball pen. And then, on top of that, excuse me. Sorry. After that, ayun na, they'll give you a receipt. They will first explain, kung ano yung mga isa-charge nila sa'yo. Like, for me, they explained that, they will be charging SMS fee. So, SMS fee, it's worth 160. Tama ba? Yeah, I think SMS service fee. Yeah, it's 160. So the purpose of this SMS service fee is to inform you via text message and probably email if your visa application is already ready, or you can pick it up or they can deliver it to your home na. And then they also charge me, of course, yung premium, the 1,650, and then courier na 400. But on my end, I actually did not request it to be delivered sa bahay namin kasi sobrang, di naman sobra, pero medyo mahirap i-check yung location namin. So, my fear is, if ever that I got approved, hindi ko naman ma-receive immediately yung visa kasi alam niyo naman, minsan nata-traffic or may mga delays sa mga courier. So, yun. So, I decided na instead of i-deliver nila sa bahay namin yung visa, in case na I got approved, I hope, and sorry, please. If ever na I got approved, I'll just pick it up na lang sa BLS mismo. So, they agree naman, but I still have to pay the 400 kasi included na daw yun talaga. So, I think hindi siya pwede i-waive. I haven't asked if yung SMS pwedeng i-waive, but hindi naman ako masyadong na-bother kasi 160 lang siya. But yun, sayang yung courier kasi nga 400, hindi ko rin naman siya papahanawangan. But then, it's the requirement. And you just have to follow lang. One time lang naman to. Then, on top of that, visa fee, of course, 5,550. And then, which is a total of 8,800. Before those, diba, we paid online for the appointment slip. So, for the appointment slip, we paid 1,040 online before pa tayo pumunta ng BLS. So, they will net that out dun sa total fee. So, that is why, yung total na lang na binayaran ko is 7,760. Yun na lang yung total. But, if you will not avail the premium, last nyo lang yung 1,650. That's gonna be the total cost of our visa application. So, yun siya. So, this is what it looks like. Ganyan naman siya. And then, ayun. So, that's what happens after they check my documents. Kasi they will also provide receipt na din. And then, you're gonna pay that in the counter. So, sa counter naman, since naka-premium ako, I have the liberty to go there directly kahit may nakapila pa. Medyo nag-guilt lang ako doon kasi ang dami nilang nakapila. And yun, but I'm so sorry sa mga nasingitan ko. It just so happens na yun yung na-avail ko. And ayun, ayoko rin kasing mato. But yun, so yun, pag naka-premium ka, you can go directly sa cashier. One thing that I'm just wondering is, isa lang yung cashier nila. I think it's gonna be more efficient if there's more. So I don't know the story, but ayun, I hope lang na hiwalay yung premium and then sa normal. Kasi nga, on our end, parang ako, kahit naka-premium na ako, medyo nag-guilty pa rin ako na sumingit ako. But in the end, I also realized na nagbayad ako ng 1,650. Which is, I think, it's my right din naman to have an efficient process. But yeah, I think one thing na lang din, na medyo, I noticed lang, something na, will raise a brow. But yun, I think all good naman. Yun, medyo nahiya lang ako narinig ko nung sinabi nilang, ay, naka-premium ka nun. Sorry po. Sorry, at sumingit. But yun, very quick lang din naman kay cashier. I didn't pay the exact amount, but, ano yun? But, it will be helpful din sa kanila if you could do that. So, at that time kasi, hindi ko din, kaka-withdraw ko lang din kasi nga, I didn't expect na ganito kalaki. So, yun, nag-withdraw pa ako sa baba, muntik pa ako maligaw. Yun, so, I didn't pay the exact amount, but, yun, okay naman din kay ate. Hindi naman siya masungit. I heard na maraming masungit sa BLS, but I think, ayun naman, they're good by heart naman. So, yun, and then after that, once you paid all the fees, you'll go directly doon sa may biometrics room. So, doon, if your visa is more than 90 days, all you have to do is take a pic. If it's not, if it's below 90 days, you'll have to take a pic and then biometrics. But on my end, since more than 90 days yung visa natin, we're applying for a student visa more than 90 days, you don't have to do the biometrics na. And, ayun, the good thing lang, I think for me, since siguro dahil naka-premium ako, they allow me to take multiple shots just for me to make sure na okay ako dun sa visa, sa picture. Kasi, kuya mentioned that the photo that will be that they will take will be the same photos they attach dun sa visa ko, if ma-approve. So, yun, kaya naka-multiple shots ako. So, kailangan maganda kayo dun, guys. Unfortunately, hindi ko siya masyadong na-achieve kasi ang item ko. So, yun. And then, so far, siguro if I'll compute the amount of time I spent there, I think it took me around 30 to 40 minutes, no? If in-net out ko yung pagsusulat ko, siguro dapat 15 minutes lang. Tagal ko kasi magsulat. So, yon. But, I think that's the perks for the premium fee. And, though if ever, I realize, even if hindi pala ako mag-premium, I think I could finish it within an hour or less than 2 hours then pala. So, yun. But, yun nga, yung fear ko kasi is baka hindi ko siya matapos immediately and matow yung cart ko. So, di ko na nga natapos na tow pa ako, diba? May mili na lang ako, choose your own poison na lang. So, yun. And then, keynotes. Wait, let me check. May mga note ako actually na ginawa for us. Ay, pangit lang sulat ko. Pero let me check if may mga nakalimutan pa akong i-share. Ayun, wala naman na. I think I shared earlier na dapat, if you're not in premium fee, you have to wait at least 30 minutes before your designated time. I'm not sure if na-mention ko siya earlier, medyo makakalimutin ako. But yun lang, if hindi ko siya na-mention during the first minute of this vlog, for those na who are planning to go there earlier than their scheduled time, they only allow you to go inside if it's 30 minutes before your schedule. On my end, I went there sharp 8:30. My schedule is 9:15 a.m. But yun naman, they allowed me naman even though I'm 45 minutes earlier. But in reality, dapat talaga 30 minutes. So yun, it just so happened na siguro wala din masyadong tao and di naman masyadong crowded sa taas, so they probably let me in because of that, kasi nga maaga rin naman yung schedule ko. And then, but if you're in premium, you can go anytime. If for example, your schedule is 3 p.m, you can go there as early as 8, ganyan. So they will prioritize you, that's the difference. Disclaimer, di ako promoter ng premium nila. I'm just telling the efficiency of premium fee. But yun, so yun, one thing to take note. And then another is they have lunch time. So their cut off before their lunch time is 12 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And then they will allow you to go up by 12:50. So yun, I got that data from a friend na 1 p.m. yung schedule. So yun. So that's something to take note na lang din. But ayun nga, if you wanted to upgrade to premium, it's up to you. It's not necessary, but it will reduce the time you'll be doing your process there. So it's not that bad naman. But medyo mahal actually. It's medyo mahal. But yun, but for the sake of efficiency and of course to all the documents na na-check nila and na-help nila ako to make sure na okay yung documents, I think it's worth it, especially dun sa may national visa form. Yun kasi pinaka-importante sa lahat and I'm thankful for that. So yun, and then ano pa ba, isip ko may nakalimutan pa akong i-share. So far, I think wala na. If ever that I miss out anything, let me know na lang. Please comment below. And ayun, please subscribe to my channel. This is actually my first vlog or YouTube video na ipopost with my face. Kasi normally mga mga videos lang na wala yung mukha ko. So yun, and yun, please support my channel, and probably I'll be making an update or my journey after I receive a confirmation with my visa application. And then on top of that, I can also share my journey, kung paano ba ako nag-start, like how did I learn the proof. Ayan, sorry na putol yung video, naubusan ako ng space. So yun, so as I was mentioning earlier, for those people who wanted to hear or learn my story about the journey I did, no? How did I learn about the program, and what are the preparations I did, like the timeline, how many months it took me just to complete all the documents necessary to apply as a language assistant, and as well as the people who helped me to achieve or to get approval from the institute. So yun, I'll be sharing that to my next clip. So ayun, I hope and pray that my visa application will get approved and receive positive feedback within the month. Kasi I forgot if I mentioned, sabi ko nang kalimutan. Sorry na. Kaya ako nang mag-ginkgo biloba dahil tumatanda na tayo. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but the visa approval, the minimum days is 10. I'm not sure if the maximum is 15, but yun, I believe that within 10 to 15 days we could receive the application update. Ang hatol ng hukuman ng konsulado ng Espanya, may-receive na natin siya within 10 to 15 days. So I hope and pray that I'll get a positive feedback since I was able to provide all the necessary documents naman. And ayun, I'll be sharing my journey about that as well. So I'll be updating you guys about it within 10 to 15 days. And then ayun, so for those people who are like me na nagka-aspire to be a student abroad or to be a student in Spain and to be a language assistant, no? One thing that I have to tell you is it's gonna be long, so you need to bring lots of patience with you. Sobrang it's not that long naman siguro compared to others, but it's gonna be a long journey, especially if DIY ka. And I think majority of us are doing this DIY. And you have to be patient and of course provide all the documents necessary. Medyo matrabaho and medyo may kamahalan, though hindi naman so but not as expensive as other student visa like sa other countries. But ayun, of course there's gonna be efforts needed or necessary to achieve what you wanted. Kasi wala naman din talagang mabilis, diba? Wala din naman talagang madali lang, especially if you wanted to have an opportunity abroad. So yun, you have to be patient and you have to provide all the documents and you have to be honest, not just to yourself but to the school and to the consulate. So yun, and again, just don't give up on anything. If you want it, do everything so that at the end of the day there won't be any regrets. And that's what I learned, and that is the sole reason why I'm also doing this, kasi tumatanda na rin ako and I don't want to regret it na I didn't try, diba? Because right now, to be honest, I have a good job. The company provide me a car, and compared to my other colleagues or people at the same age right me, I'm earning enough for myself. So yun, but my dream is to actually have an opportunity abroad, study there, and ayun, learn their culture, and that is why I did this, diba? I know na it's kinda scary and risky because there's no assurance that you'll make it. But if you provide all the documents needed and if you give your best, there's definitely gonna be fruit on that. So that's what I did. So I think if I can do it, definitely you can as well. So just trust yourself and yun, put God as your center always. Just let him pave the path for you, because that's what I did. I always pray to him na if it's his will, he will give it to me. But yun, if it's not, then I'll accept it. But yun, of course, at the end of the day, I still want it naman. So yun, and I think that would be all again, please subscribe to my channel, and you may share this video to those na who are aspiring to who are aspiring to study abroad and work as a language assistant. That will be all. Thank you.